Hey guys, this is Steve Huff at stevehufpphoto.com. I'm here and I'm in South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, and I am testing these guys right here. Check it out. It's the Olympus 17 1.2 Pro, the Olympus 45 f1.2 Pro. I'm getting to test these, and the cool thing is these are exactly the same size as the 25 f1.2 Pro, which I also have here. So Olympus has created a 17, a 25, and a 45 millimeter f1.2 aperture. They're all three, these lenses are in the Pro line. They're all weatherproof. They're all for pros, as in pro spec, pro built, pro performance. What Olympus is going for with these lenses is basically being able to shoot these at f1.2 wide open without compromising sharpness, detail, or bokeh. They're using a feathered bokeh, not a solid bokeh or a ring bokeh, for a more pleasing transition between your subject and your background. And that's at f1.2. If you stop these lenses down to f1.8, you're going to get the more traditional solid style bokeh that is used by Nikon, Canon, most DSLRs. So Olympus has created these as basically no compromise lenses. I just spoke with Olympus people downstairs. I'm in my hotel here to shoot these for the next couple of days. And basically what they conveyed was these lenses were made, as I already stated, for no compromise use, and that includes autofocus speed. They're taking us out tomorrow to shoot some horses, polo players, and they say that these f1.2 lenses, even shooting at f1.2 with the EM1 Mark II, there's no compromise in focus speed. They all focus amazingly fast, and there's no compromise shooting wide open. So at f1.2, you're going to be blistering sharp at your focus point. Now, yeah, there's a lot of people saying, well, f1.2 is equivalent of 2.5 on full frame. For depth of field, you would be correct. But there's more to these lenses than just comparing the equivalent on full frame. Like I said, they feature feathered bokeh, which is going to give you a very pleasing, very ethereal, out of focus highlight. A lot of lenses have busy bokeh, a lot of lenses have ugly bokeh. Very few lenses have beautiful bokeh, and the f1.2 Pro lenses from Olympus promise just that. And I own the 25 1.2. I bought it when it came out a year ago, and to me that lens rivals some Leica glass. So while I haven't shot these yet, they're just in my hand and I'm getting to hold them, I will be shooting them tomorrow and the next day from morning till night in all kinds of situations. I think we're going to go visit a plantation. We're going to do the polo players. We're going to a couple of parks. There's some model shoots. So we'll be able to put these, there's like 10 other journalists here. We'll be able to put these through their paces. Basically, Olympus has created a trio of lenses in the 17. The 17 offers a 35 millimeter equivalent on full frame. Then you have the 25 f1.2, which offers a 50 millimeter field of view equivalent. And then you have the 45, which I can't believe that these are the same size. I thought that they would be larger, smaller, etc. But the 45 offers you a 90 millimeter field of view equivalent. So your light gathering is going to be f1.2. Your bokeh, if you're comparing it to full frame, that depth of field will be equivalent to about a 2.5. But when you shoot with a lens like this, say you're shooting the 45 at f1.2, you're getting that maximum light gathering, and you're getting the opportunity, because the way depth of field works on Micro Four Third, this is one of the pros of Micro Four Third depth of field. You know, there's some cons that when you're shooting f1.2, it's not like shooting like something like the Voigtlander f1.2 40 millimeter that I recently reviewed on the Sony system, which offers you a full frame f1.2 depth of field. This is going to offer you, like I said, the equivalent of about an f2.5 with depth of field. But the good thing about that is if you're shooting a model, and many of you can attest to this, if you're shooting something like, say, like a Nock Deluxe f9.5, and you're shooting a model, you're going to get the eye in focus. You try so hard to nail that eye in focus, but then the nose is out of focus or the ear is out of focus. With these lenses, you can shoot at f1.2 and get the eye and ear in focus at the same time. So you're getting that little bit of extra depth of field, and you're gaining that sharpness and that detail which you normally see in f2.8 lenses. So for those of you who shoot Micro Four Thirds, this is the equivalent, in my opinion, this is Olympus's holy trinity of lenses for primes. The 17 f1.2, 25 f1.2, and the 45 f1.2, all pro spec lenses, as in weatherproof kind of. It's supposed to rain here the next 2-3 days, so we're going to be shooting these lenses in the rain and the cameras in the rain. So we'll see how it goes, but I am definitely interested in these two lenses. I own an EM1 Mark II, I own a Pen F. I own the 25-1.2, I own the 7-14 Pro, I own the 8mm Pro, and a 300mm Pro. How often do I use them? Not too often, but when I do use the Olympus system, I love it. And just here, having it in my hands, here in, on location, knowing I'm going to be able to shoot these in some really cool locations, it's getting my excitement level up again because I remember just how good this system is. Today we have 1-inch sensors, we have Micro Four Thirds, we have APS-C, APS-H, we have full frame, we have quasi medium format, then we have medium format, all in digital. We have all these choices, right? So some of us like to shoot with small little 1-inch sensor cameras, which can be cool because you're getting all the depth of field you need, and rarely will you get something out of focus. Then you have people who shoot Micro Four Thirds because it offers a good balance between something like APS-C and 1-inch sensor. You're still getting amazing performance and speed, but you're also getting, a little bit of more depth of field than full frame and a little less depth of field than those 1-inch sensors. So you're hitting a sweet spot. Then you go to APS-C, where there's not really many, in my opinion, just truly wow cameras out there, like flagship type of cameras. Like with Sony for full frame, you have the A9 and the A7R III. With Olympus, you have the EM1 Mark II. You have Fuji, who mostly, I think, only deals in APS-C for the most part, and their flagship is what, the X Pro 2, XT2. They're very nice cameras, but they're a little different than the $4,500 A9 and the $2,000 EM1 Mark II that are just built so tough and strong and a flagship product. So then you have full frame, where you have the complications of sometimes if you shoot like an 85-1.4 on, say, a Sony A9 or A7, you might have the ear out of focus, the eye in focus, the nose out of focus, the ear in focus. That's when you have to know what you're doing, because when you're working with fast glass, especially on full frame or medium format, your depth of field is razor thin. When you're working with shallow depth of field, fast aperture primes on APS-C, you get a little bit more depth of field, it's a little easier to work with. When you work with these on the Micro Four Thirds system, whether it's Panasonic, they have a great Nocticron 42.5, which I love that lens. And I'm curious to see, that's the 17, if this lens bottom cap fell off of the 17. The 45 f1.2, now this is smaller than the Nocticron. The Nocticron is thicker. I remember from memory, I used to own that lens, but since I shoot mainly with an EM1 Mark II, when I shoot Micro Four Thirds, it's really the main camera, that and the Pen F, I stuck with all Olympus glass. But this is a very nice size for a 45 f1.2. Manual focus clutches there on all of these lenses. As I said, no compromise, wide open. They're designed to be shot wide open. That's how they're designed. They're designed to be shot wide open. If you don't want to shoot these wide open, you can get the 45-1.8 at a fraction of the cost. Now, just like the 25-1.2, the 17 and 45 are going to come in at around $1,200. The 45 is actually available right now. You can buy it right now. The 17 starts shipping in January. So I look forward to testing these. This is just my video to say, hey, I got the lenses and I'm excited. look for videos and reports at stevehufffphoto.com with actual use of these lenses, and I'll have another video very soon with a collection of images shot with these lenses. So it's an exciting time for Micro Four Third users. These are the lenses many of us have been waiting for the system. You know, they're pro, they're bigger, but they're still small. You know, this is smaller than the new Leica 75 Noctilux. It's smaller than a 50 Noctilux. It's smaller than a Mitacon 59.5. It's smaller than a Voigtlander f9.5, and they're not heavy. So they're very good size. They're very compact for what they are. So I look forward to testing these, and if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to this channel. There'll be more videos coming. And if you like what I do here, thumbs up, and again, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. It's you guys who motivate me to keep doing these videos. I've been doing these for years and years and years, and you know, without you guys, I wouldn't be here in a hotel room getting ready to shoot with lenses that no one on earth has, well, at least in the 17, besides the few of us here. So it's an amazing, amazing thing, getting to do what you love in your life. It's the only way to go as far as I'm concerned. So if you guys have something in life you want to do, all you have to do is do it. You have to envision it, and you have to do it. That's all it takes. I feel blessed to be able to do this, and again, thank you guys in a huge, huge way. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. This is Steve Huff, stevehufffphoto.com. Bye.